Just that same button was tripped. Jeez, I'm gonna fly away here.
Let's welcome back to your Mounds View Mustang.
It's gonna get frustrating if that goes off in the middle of the third quarter, or the little power switch.
Can you move the camera a little bit over to Mustangs to see if we actually have?
Okay. Hey, bud. How you doing? Good. Any of your friends down there?
No. Kind
Too
of.
cold.
But I don't want to hear bad people.
Kicking off for
Welcome back, everybody. Just got our stream back up and running. Some power outages here tonight at Mounds View High School have played an interesting role in our stream this evening. It is a 7-0 Mounds View lead. Burnsville here ready to kick off to start the third quarter. Ball is fielded at about the 10-yard line. Not sure if that's Cisneros. Up to about the 20-yard line where the Mustangs will start.
Up to the 20-yard line.
Off on offense in the third quarter. Again, a 7-0 lead. The Mustangs not only leading on the scoreboard, but also have had probably better field position than have Burnsville. Certainly the touchdown they got via the turnover was inside the Blaze 10-yard line. Trevor Redmond able to sneak through for the early touchdown about midway through the second quarter. That is the difference in the game. The Mustangs have 2 turnovers. They have not turned the ball over themselves. Stenstrom now under center. Cisneros going to go in motion, and it's going to be a nice wheel route to Cisneros up to the 50, the 40. He's got one man to beat, and he's tackled around the ankles and around the 28-yard line. A huge wheel route to start the game here. Stenstrom to Cisneros. First down and 10, Mustangs.
Cisneros all over the flat.
And you know, great play call to start the half with a huge opportunity and a big play down the field.
That's a 52-yard gain.
A 52-yard reception for Cisneros on the wheel route. Nobody home in the flat at all for Burnsville. Cisneros came from the right side, went in motion behind the line of scrimmage at the snap of the ball, and he was wide open. A 52-yard gain here to start the third quarter, and Moundsview already in business. 11:25 and the clock ticking. Stenstrom now under center. I formation for the Mustangs. Going to hand it off here up the middle. There's a flag down. This is Jordan Sparks up about 9-yard gain. He's up to the 20-yard line. We'll see here if this is an illegal formation penalty. It looks like motion on the Mustangs. That'll drop them back to a 1st and 15 from their 32-yard line, 33-yard line.
Great run play. He had some room too. Very sad to see the penalty come back.
Yeah, Sparks looked good coming out of the eye there. A chilly, wet evening here at Mustang Stadium, Bob Stewart Field. It'll be twins, double twins, with Sparks in motion here, taking the jet sweep to the left. Sparks going to get the edge. He's all the way up to the original line of scrimmage, up to the 29-yard line. A big gain there for Sparks. Be 2nd down and 9.
Pasco with the stop.
I can tell we're trying to get Sparks to the edge here early in the second half and doing a tremendous job. He doesn't need much space. If he has an opening, he can really hit that opening quick and use that space, get to the sideline and go.
I love that jet motion, getting your running back at full speed. It's really hard to maintain the edge as a defensive player when someone's coming at you with a full head of steam. Now the Mustangs 2nd and 9 from the 28-yard line. They come out in double twins again. Stenstrom's going to hand it off to the single back here. This is going to be Farm. He's tackled up at around the 25, maybe the 24-yard line.
To the 24-yard line.
About a 4-yard gain there for Nate Farm.
Pasco would make the stop for the Blaze.
Cody Bieber going to check in for Nate Farm for the 3rd down play. 5 yards here to continue the drive for the Mustangs. An impressive one to start this third quarter. Hoytier will be out wide right with Sampson wide left. Redmond and Sparks, the other receivers. This is Redmond in motion. Stenstrom out of the shotgun. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw back on a screen to the left. And that screen is almost going to be picked off. It did not look as though we were quite ready for it.
Screen pass is broken up.
So that's going to bring a 4th down and 5 now.
Nice play on the ball. 4th down.
The Mustangs look like they're going to maintain the same personnel. Now they are indeed going to change personnel. I saw Dunnigan pick up the tee. So the Mustangs are going to try a field goal here from the 24-yard line. Be a 41-yard field goal.
All right.
41-yarder.
And this weather is going to add that extra element and make it much more difficult as well.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good, folks! That is good!
Samuel.
Samuel with a 41-yard field goal, and the Mustangs extend their lead 10-0 here from Mustang Stadium.
Huge. That's huge. 3 more points.
Let's go!
That Mountain field goal is sponsored by Carol's Extreme Body Strengthening, now enrolling located on 96 in Lexington, offering kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition coaching.
What a fun start to the third quarter. The Mustangs come out and immediately surprise the Blaze with a 52-yard wheel route. Stenstrom to Cisneros. A couple nice runs from Jonas Sparks. And then a 41-yard field goal give the Mustangs a 10-0 lead with 9:55 remaining in the third quarter.
You know, you really couldn't ask for more to start the second half. Put together a nice little drive, have a big play, and put some sort of points on the board.
Shout out to Mike Calls, Thrivent Financial. Watching the feed tonight, waiting for the John Madden Telestrator to come out. We wish we had that technology. If we did have it, it would be brought to you from Thrivent Financial and the good people working with Mike Calls.
Brooks and Claypool.
Well, Mike he's a phenomenal Mustang fan.
Yes, he is.
Comes to all the basketball games too.
Former teacher in the building, phenomenal teacher. Kickoff here. Squid kick again. This one gets through the first line of offense for the Blaze. They're going to stretch it all the way out to the 20-yard line, up to about the 25-yard line. The return is going to be knocked out of bounds there. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 25.
That's Brooks on the return for Burnsville.
Interesting approach tonight, coming with all pooch kicks for the Mustangs, all short kicks,
1st and 10, Burnsville.
trying to contain that.
Just a slow drizzle now. Probably more the fact that it is cold and wet. Likely one or both of these teams will cough the football up at some point. Just given the weather, you'd think it's prime opportunity here to fumble the football. The Blaze going to take over here their first possession of the third quarter. They're going to hand it off and be tackled almost immediately. Certainly a 1-yard loss for the Blaze. Be 2nd down and 11.
Carries for Blaze.
Burnsville not able to do a whole lot on the ground. They had a couple of successful run plays late in the second quarter as they were driving. Their only scoring opportunity ended in an interception. Now out of the I formation, Burnsville going to hand off here, and a nice little play, and again they are going to be stopped right behind the line of scrimmage.
Clayborn takes the handoff and is met immediately. The Mustang horde of tacklers.
You know, the ability of the defensive line for Mountain View to continue to penetrate, get into the backfield, get to the edge has been phenomenal all night, led by Rowan Morgan and the Dressel brothers.
You've got to love how this Mustang defense have responded. They want an opportunity to take on Eden Prairie at the home of the Eagles next week. That is where the winner of this game will go. Burnsville now out of shotgun. They're going to rifle it on a slant pattern. That's going to be caught in midfield, and he is loose. And Burnsville right back in it. A touchdown all the way from the 28-yard line. A 72-yard strike and touchdown. It'll be a 10-6 game with 8:20 remaining in the third quarter.
And we just found out why they continue to look for those deep post routes. They have some length and speed in their secondary, and we saw it right there come together on a great pass and catch.
Mounds View defender just fell down as he dove for
the extra point for Burnsville.
The Blaze receiver. And Burnsville now going to line up to make it a 3-point game. The snap, the hold, the kick. And it is that quickly going to be a 10-7 game.
Up and it's good. It's the score. Mounsville 10, Burnsville 7.
With 8:20 remaining in the third quarter, the Mustangs will take over up 3. Wow, what a big play from Burnsville.
Wow.
Just some updates on
And really, that was the one and only answer they needed to really stay in this ballgame, I think.
Yeah,
With a 10-0 lead and the clock running in this weather, they did exactly what they needed to do to stay in this ballgame.
Champlain Park up on Shackleton 21-0. The Gophers now lead at TCF Stadium 21-9.
A 21-9 Golden Gopher lead over Indiana. Let's hope all of our teams win tonight. The Mustangs over the Blaze and the Gophers over the Hoosiers.
Kicking off for Burnsville, Abdallah. Cisneros back deep.
Cisneros, the lone kick returner for the Mustangs, as they have changed up their kick return late in the season. The kick is up. Cisneros is going to field it at the 10-yard line. He centers the ball up to the right hash, where he is going to be stopped at about the 25-yard line.
Turned by Cisneros up to the 25-yard line. And the Mustang offense takes over 1st and 10.
So both teams able to hit big pass plays. The Mustangs a 52-yard wheel route to Cisneros to start the third quarter. And that a 78-yard touchdown for Burnsville to get right back into this game. A wake-up call for the Mustangs, and this an important drive here to take the momentum back for the Mustangs. They're going to come out with trips to Stenstrom's left, Sparks in motion. It's going to be a reverse here, and a flag. He's going to throw it to Stenstrom, and that's going to be intercepted at the 30 to the 20. And we'll see what the flag is. This could be Burnsville football inside the 20-yard line. The first time Moundsview turns the football over here, and they do so immediately to start a drive deep in Burnsville territory.
There's a penalty flag now.
I have to think that the penalty is going to be an illegal formation. And indeed it is. That's going to be declined. It's going to be Burnsville football, and what a huge turn of events. They are already within striking distance field goal-wise of tying the game. Moundsview goes from a 10-0 lead, and within 20 seconds, Burnsville right back threatening to either tie or take the lead here. 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
The ball's placed down at the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 Burnsville.
So a little trickery in advance of Halloween goes awry for the Mustangs. And the Blaze, that dive play again off left guard, goes for a couple. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
And you know, the Blaze coming out that big touchdown score. And Moundsview just looking for an opportunity to answer back, looking for an opportunity to catch the Blaze off guard. They did have Stenstrom downfield. But the defender was right there on the underthrown ball, and the Blaze take advantage.
Burnsville again under center. The single eye back. They're going to fake it and roll out to the right. There's immediate pressure, but the pass is caught. It'll be a short gain, but a positive play for Burnsville, giving them a 3rd and short. They'll have about 4 yards. And if they do get a first down, it will indeed be 1st down and goal from about the 9-yard line.
About 3, it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Be careful to go get some more paper towels.
I would love it. Our caretaker, Ethan Ryberg, taking care of us tonight as we bring you the stream live here from Mustang Stadium. Burnsville threatening here on 3rd and 5 play. They're going to hand it off here on a dive, and he's going to bounce it to the outside, and he's just at the 1st down marker. It is going to be a 1st and goal for the Blaze.
You know, this is going to be close, Rob, depending on the spot. This is going to be very close to a 4th down.
Yeah, he may not have gotten beyond the sticks. Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 2.
And viewing the replay, it is the last-second effort from the Mounds View safety coming up and hitting him out of bounds. Tremendous.
A huge fourth down play. Some confusion on the Mustang defensive line. They're going to hand off the dive play, and that's going to be stopped short.
He is. We're waiting on the spot.
It looks like he had to get to the 9-yard line. The defense is celebrating. They ran straight down the 10-yard line, and that is a huge turnover on downs for the Mustangs.
That was turnover on downs. Great job by the Mustang defense up front.
Unbelievable. That interception on the last possession now means nothing. They're back with the lead 10, or still with the lead 10-7, and now the possession back.
And Taylor with a hiccup. We face adversity up here just like the team does down there.
Here we go, Mustangs, baby.
6:42 remaining in the third quarter. The Mustangs going to take over the football on their own 10-yard line. 1st and 10, Stenstrom under center now. A single back, wing formation, Cisneros in motion. He's going to take the football on the sweep play. He's going to get up and inside the tackle to about the 13-yard line as Sparks checks back in. Cisneros will check out.
And we got to give Stenstrom some credit on the steps he gets in, back and forth to the sideline. Every play or every other play, doing a tremendous job hustling.
I do love that they try to get Stenstrom a reception and a little bit of trickery. I don't necessarily love where they were on the field when they tried it, but he was wide open. The pass was just underthrown. And here's a handoff now out of the eye. This is going to be a first down, I think, to Trevor Redmond. A nifty little move as he got through the line of scrimmage, made one guy miss. 1st and 10, Mounds View.
And there's the Redmond that we remember. A little bit of space, a few jukes here and there, and 5 10-yard gains.
Koralewski makes the initial stop for Blaze. 1st and 10, Mustangs.
Was fortunate enough to meet Trevor Redmond's dad walking into White Bear last week. Southern drawl. Redmond family from Alabama, where Trevor's actually going to go play lacrosse next fall. Motion here. Stenstrom's under center. He's going to hand the football off. This fumble. It's on the ground. Looks like it was recovered by our quarterback. So some confusion there on the mesh.
Fumble on the exchange.
Yes, definitely a little bit of miscommunication on the handoff. But no harm, no foul there.
2nd down and 12 from the 20.
2nd down and 11.
Joey O'Brien checks out. Stenstrom out of shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff and he's going to run up the middle. Sparks was in motion there. I'm not sure exactly what took place. We don't often see Stenstrom fake and take off on what looked more like a quarterback draw than anything. So a little bit of confusion here on offense as they've not looked sharp here with their meshes. Joey O'Brien's going to check back in at tight end. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 from the 22-yard line. Hoytia checks out here. Probably a run play, knowing Joey O'Brien's checking back in. He's a big, strong tight end, typically blocking in the run game. They do have a nice
I'd love to see O'Brien
waggle play to O'Brien as well. Stenstrom's under center. He's going to hand it off here on an ISO play up the middle, a short gain. It's going to be a punt here for the Mustangs. The clock running here with 4:20 remaining in the third quarter. Be 4th down and 11 from the 21. So the rain has died down, but the wind has picked up. It is a chilly evening here. I can see people in the stands are both wet and shivering. The snap is good. The punt is up. It's a good punt with a fair catch. It's going to go over his head. Take a bit of a Mounds View roll. Cisneros is going to down this at about the 37-yard line.
Down at the 37-yard line.
Where it'll be 1st and 10, Blaze ball.
1st and 10 from their own 37. Some more score updates. Minnetonka over Anoka, 37-0. Wayzata now with Centennial 35.
I want to apologize for a little bit of late camera work, but we're back on track for this first down here as the Blaze are working their way out.
Eastridge over Forest Lake 30-3.
Burnsville under center. They're going to hand off on. Looked like a trap play. That a nice gain up to the 45-yard line. Burnsville starting to find a little bit of offense here. That big play really sparked it, that 78-yard touchdown. Now Burnsville having some success running the football.
Yes, I'm very interested to see if that passing game now opens up this run game that they've wanted all night. There it is, Dressel on the tackle there in the backfield. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Blaze.
Textbook tackle there for Chase Dressel. The 3rd down and 2 from the 45-yard line.
All right, big stop here for the Mounds UD. This is probably going to force the Blaze to punt if they do not get it. They're in that close territory where they may go for it. Handoff up the middle, and he is going to get it. First down, Blaze.
Wearing the ball carrier out to the 49 and a first down for Burnsville.
So a good conversion there, but Mounds UD has been very successful on short yardage stops. In fact, just this series prior, they turned Burnsville over on downs deep in their own territory. Not able to do anything on offense was Mounds UD. They punt, and now the Blaze here, a 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. We've got a flag and looks like encroachment. Check that. Offsides penalty, motion on Burnsville. So 1st and 15 from the 44-yard line.
Back 5 yards.
And here's Burnsville back under center, play action. He's got a man downfield.
And that's going to be
intercepted! Intercepted by the Mustangs! We're going to see if we can get a view of on the replay here.
Dunnigan is
going to be close.
Dunnigan. You fool me once?
Not twice, sir. Not twice. Tremendous play.
That was the exact same slant pattern and very similar coverage, actually, but Mounds UD ready for it, able to pick it off. It looked like either Cisneros or Dunnigan both had a shot at picking it. Dunnigan picks it, falls to the ground. In the 3rd turnover for the Mustangs, they're going to take over on the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Stenstrom under center. He's going to hand it off here around the right-hand side. The ball is fumbled, and that is going to be a turnover for Mounds UD, their 2nd of this 3rd quarter, and Burnsville is going to take right back over. We talked a little bit about the weather and what it might cause in terms of turnovers, and we are seeing that play out here. 1st and 10 Burnsville from their 37-yard line. Check that, from the Mounds UD 37-yard line.
Quite the change of events there, back and forth turnovers. Now, Blaze under center, handoff. Running back bouncing to the outside. He's got a little bit of room, picks up 5, 6. Falling forward for about a 7-yard gain.
Handoff around the right side. Nice gain on the play.
Not sure if that's an inside zone play that they are bouncing outside. There is no lead blocker.
2nd and 2.
But they've had more and more success as the game has worn on here, finding holes and stretching plays. 1:33 here remaining in the 3rd quarter. Clock running. 10-7. Mounds UD leads Burnsville. 2nd and 3 from the 30. Burnsville's 3-step drop, slant. That's going to be caught, bobbled, and dropped. And as he's tackled, the ball squirts out, but that is going to be whistled down. Didn't really ever look like Burnsville had total control. And if they did, questionable as to whether or not that's a fumble. I think more than anything, the Mustang coaches are saying it's an incomplete pass. They are sorting it out here, are the referees, huddled on about the 30-yard line. It looks like they're going to spot it on the right hash on the 30, giving Blaze a 3rd down and 3.
It's 3rd down.
Yeah, very interesting play. Once again, the wet football, the weather, as it's bobbled. Was it a fumble? Was it not? Was it not? But this does bring up a big 3rd down no matter what here for the Blaze.
Grab that one. Handoff here around the right side, and that's going to go for a quick 1st down. Claiborne, a speedster out of the backfield, number 4 for Burnsville. He's been a bit of a spark here. Nate Farm on the tackle.
1st and 10 Blaze.
But it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line as the Blaze threaten again here to tie or take the lead. Mounds you up just 3 with 55 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Handoff here to Claiborne up the middle. He's going to bounce it to the outside again. He's going to get the edge. And he's got a couple men to beat. He's going to be tackled around the 5-yard line out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 42 seconds. Be 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
Inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Nate Farm pushed him out of bounds at the 5.
Does indeed look like Burnsville's running zone. Claiborne pressing the line of scrimmage and finding gaps in the zone. The same exact play they just ran for a 1st down. It's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. So a 1-yard loss for Claiborne there is going to push the Blaze back to their 6-yard line. The 2nd and goal from there. That is likely going to do it for the 3rd quarter. We'll switch sides here. A dicey lead for the Mustangs, 10-7. They've led throughout here, but Burnsville definitely threatening here to start the 4th quarter. They'll be 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line.
And that brings a close to the 3rd quarter here at Mustang Stadium. We've got a great game in line here. The score after 3 quarters, down to 10, Burnsville 7.
A great game and an exciting 3rd quarter. A couple of really big plays defined that quarter. Be very interesting to see what happens here to start the 4th and throughout the next 12 minutes to decide who among these two teams will face Eden Prairie at Eagle Stadium next Friday night.
And to add on to that, those 12 minutes, one of these teams will no longer be moving forward with their senior seasons, and I know whoever ends their season tonight, it is always a tough and difficult time, so both these teams will be putting it all on the line for these 12 minutes. So stay tuned into our live stream. We got a lot of excitement ahead here with Rob Reitz and Ethan Rydberg helping us out. I'm Taylor Swanson bringing you this 4th quarter.
Let's go! Mustangs have done such a great job when their back has been up against the wall. They've turned the Blaze over on short 4th yardage plays. Burnsville going to hand it off here to Claiborne. He's going to run into the scrum and be tackled almost immediately.
Again, the ball carrier.
Not much doing there. It's going to be 3rd and 6 still.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Claiborne lost a yard there, 3rd and 7.
They've got loss of 2. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line.
Because of the 3-point differential here, big 3rd down to see if they're going to bring out their kicker and see what kind of kicking game they have.
Yeah, that'll be fascinating. Claiborne about 7 yards out of the single I formation. They're going to run a quick pitch to Claiborne. He's going to stretch it out. He's got the edge, and he's going to be tackled there. A huge loss all the way back to the 15-yard line. And the Mustang defense does it again.
Nothing there, sir. Nothing there. The Mounds View defense.
A fourth down. Cisneros going to check back in for Macchia.
Fourth down and goal.
Expecting a pass play here from the Blaze. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go back to the slant. Actually, they've brought in their field goal kicker. So a 32-yard try from the 15. Snap is up, kick is up, and it is way good. A strong leg there, and that's going to tie the game. 10:29 remaining in the game. 10-10. Burnsville and Moundsview even here. We've got ourselves a fourth quarter. Nice little comeback from the Blaze. Time here for Moundsview to impose their will here at home. Take back this lead.
Now thinking back, do we have a distance on that last field goal for the Moundsview Mustangs? Do we 30-plus yards on that?
41.
41 yards. Tremendous job on that. In that. Keep the game at 10-10.
Do you know what time it is?
8:47.
Okay.
That dollar didn't kick off for Burnsville. Back to Cisneros.
Just keeping them in my pockets.
Kick is off. Cisneros backfields at about the 5-yard line. It's got a hole up to the 20, up to the 30-yard line. Tackled around the neck and helmet area. No penalty, however. Cisneros looking for a flag.
Tackled by Bruce Bob.
Mustang offense will take over here. The wind picks up a little bit. Does feel like the wind is going to be at the back of the Mustangs here in the fourth quarter. Stenstrom now coming out of pistol with Redmond in motion on a jet sweep. He's going to fake it. It's going to be a run up the middle, and that's going to be Cody Bieber all the way to the 45-yard line. A quick hitter misdirection.
Yeah.
Great play call. That jet sweep from Redmond took the inside linebacker right out of the play, and a huge hole for Bieber as he sprints up to about the 44-yard line.
And as we do have the luxury to have our own replay here up in the booth, as it is exactly what happens. The linebackers actually came up into the outside to that jet sweep.
Pistol here again. Handed off to Bieber on the left-hand side. He's going to be tackled after a short gain.
Bieber again carrying the ball. He gets about a 3-yard gain. Out to the 47.
Be about 2nd and 7 from the 47.
Conwick makes the tackle for Burnsville.
Some real cold hands being played with tonight. Can't blame anyone for drop balls. Double twins now. Motion right to left here. Sparks going to get it on a jet sweep. He's going to be tackled right at midfield.
Great defensive play there. I thought Sparks had room, and I thought he had space to go. And that time they actually did go with the jet sweep as they faked it last time. It's a good adjustment.
Be third down and about 4 yards from the 50-yard line. Sampson and Sparks to Stenstrom's right. Hoyte and Redmond to his left. Cody Bieber right beside him. Out of the gun, here comes Sparks in motion to make a trip to the right. Stenson's going to roll to the right. Bieber's going to protect and come back on a draw play right past it. Right past the rushing defender goes Cody Bieber all the way up to the 29-yard line.
Digging deep into the playbook in the fourth quarter, Mr. Reitz.
They ran that against White Bear Lake with Cody Bieber last week. Nice gains then, nice game now. And Mounds View's driving, folks. 1st and 10 from their own 20, from the Burnsville 28-yard line. Redmond in motion again. This is a fake and looked like the mesh a problem again. Stenstrom ends up keeping the football, falling forward. He's going to lose yardage. That jet sweep was not something we saw much of, if at all, in the regular season. And it is a tough mesh when you are faking to a player running at full speed and then having to quickly hand off to a back. It looks like Bieber's taken a bit of a jab step to get the timing right. It's just not quite there on this cold evening. Double twins again. Redmond and Hoyte to Stenstrom's left. Sampson and Sparks to his right. It's going to take a 3-step drop. He's got Redmond over in the middle of the field. It's going to be overthrown on a deep post route. Had he thrown that a little bit shorter, he had Redmond open momentarily in front of the safety. He actually threw it over the top of the safety, incomplete. With 7:36 here remaining in the game, we've got a tie. Score 10-10. 3rd down and 12 from the Blaze 30. Stenstrom out of empty. 3-step drop. He's going to run a quarterback draw here. He's hit hard right beyond the line of scrimmage. Maybe a 1-yard gain.
And you know, this is new for us, seeing Stenstrom come up the middle on a few draws, look for an opportunity to run. It is new for him too.
4th down and 11.
4th down and 11 from the 29-yard line.
Must be just out of field goal range. Crossed my mind. The last one was
46 is stretching it.
Yeah, the last one was 41, and it made it over by about a yard.
Exactly. So they will go for it here, little Mustangs. They stay out of empty. Stenstrom out of shotgun. 1-step drop. He's going to throw a fade and left. He's got Sampson! And it's just in and out of his hands. It would have been a touchdown. Instead, they're going to turn the ball over on downs. That definitely a result of a cold weather evening. Sampson usually makes that catch. A great throw from Stenstrom with 6:47. Burnsville going to take over now, 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. It's been the Claiborne show for the Blaze most of this second half, other than that 78-yard touchdown connection. It's been all Claiborne. He's going to take the handoff here. He's met immediately. Charles Dressel's going to drop him.
Drew Macchia drops him.
Drew Macchia also in on the tackle. The 2nd and 10 still from the 29-yard line.
You know, the amount of athletes that the Mustangs are putting on the D-line, linebackers, is just so impressive as they're flying in there play after play, bringing the energy, bringing the tackles for a loss, especially deep in the fourth quarter. We're coming up on 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter now. To give you a timing update, it is 10-10.
And this is going to be, that has to be a penalty for grounding.
Barnwell under heavy pressure, throws incomplete.
If this were an NFL game, that would be grounding. I'm not even sure if that is a high school rule or not. He was definitely in the pocket, immediately rushed, threw it to the flat, no one home.
Tons of pressure again, and it's just a blitz as Mounds View blitzes both outside linebackers again, per usual, and the pressure was just too much.
So with 6:04 here remaining in the game, it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 29-yard line for Burnsville. They've not been able to move the ball an inch since taking over after turning the Mustangs over on downs. Mustangs out of shotgun, 1-step drop. They're going to throw a fade down the sideline. It's going to be picked! It's going to be intercepted again.
Interception. Huge interception.
The fourth turnover for the Mustangs. Ben Kettlehut.
Ben Kettlehut, baby.
How many times have we said that this season? Kettlehut, a huge interception. Going to steal the field position right back, giving the Mustangs a first down inside Blaze territory from the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line, Burnsville territory.
He catches it on the run, he's walking into the end zone.
Yes,
too.
he
A lot of
is.
room.
6 minutes left in the game.
Mousy double twins look out of pistol. Stenstrom going to hand off here to Bieber. He's got a little bit of room up beyond the 40-yard line to the 39-yard line. Goes Bieber.
Down to the 39.
Clock running here, 5:40 remaining in this game. Mustangs tied with the Blaze here at home. First round of the 6A playoffs. Winner goes to Eden Prairie. Second down and 8. Motion here from Redmond. He's going to take the ball around the right-hand side. Cut back up the middle of the field. Redmond dances a couple more yards, giving the Mustangs a short third down. All the way up to the 32-yard line goes Redmond, a 7-yard gain.
Nathan Lee.
I'd love to see us continue to get Redmond action here and continue to get Redmond touches down here deep into the fourth quarter. Now under 5 minutes to go and counting.
So some personnel changes here. On 3rd and 2, they're going to bring in their heavy package. Redmond checks out. I think it'll be Farm as the featured back, with both Dressel brothers lead blocking. Nope, it's a different formation. Be interesting to see what Mousy runs here, and there's going to be a timeout. Mustangs. This is a very important play, a very well-used timeout. They really need to execute. 3rd and 2 from the 33 with 4:35 remaining in the game.
Mounds are using their first timeout of the second half. They still have 2 remaining. The Burnsville Blaze have all 3 timeouts remaining at this 4:35 mark. It's going to be very interesting to see what Moberg decides to come out with here, because you do have opportunities a lot of opportunities to change it up with that heavy package with the Dress brothers in there. But you do have an opportunity here to where you're going to have some one-on-one coverage on the edge. You're going to have some different matchups that you maybe normally wouldn't have with this package, so we'll have to see what they come out with.
So Joey O'Brien in at tight end. They got A.J. Hunt, number 51. Also,
4.5 minutes left to see the destiny of the Mounds View Mustangs here.
it is indeed Nate Farm who's going to line up to Stenstrom's. Check that behind Stenstrom. He's going to fake it. He's going to be a shot. He's got O'Brien. It's going to be a touchdown. Wow! A huge play call. A fake up the middle. Stenstrom finds Joey O'Brien over the middle of the field.
You know, I had a feeling they were going to take a shot. I thought it was going to be more of a one-on-one matchup on the edge when I said that, but what a call.
What a call, what execution on a cold evening. A huge touchdown, giving the Mustangs a 16-10 lead. The extra point pending. Snap, kick, and Mustangs lead by 7.
33 Ben Samuel in to kick the extra point, and it's good. Mountain goes up to 4:29 left in the game, 17-10 over Burnsville.
Just 4:29 remaining in the contest. Mounds View takes a huge 7-point lead. They'll kick off here to Burnsville. Now Mounds View's only squib kicked it all night tonight.
Thank you, sponsor.
A wet football on the ground, likely to be the case again with this kick return for Burnsville. They definitely don't want to give Burnsville any opportunity for a big return. Perhaps they saw something on film that caused them to pause and kick the ball on the ground. I expect that we'll see that again here. What a huge turn of events. This has been an amazingly fun second half to watch. A well-executed second half for both teams. Been big play after big play. A huge touchdown to Joey O'Brien. That is the biggest catch of his Mounds View career.
Oh, yes.
Could very well send the Mustangs on to round 2 in the playoffs. We'll see what happens here. The last 4:29. But you got to be thrilled if you're a Mustang fan right now. Another kick, indeed, it is on the ground. And immediately down at the 28-yard line. Burnsville will take over there.
And the ball is down at the 24-yard line. Burnsville takes over.
Let's go!
Well, I cannot be more pumped up because I know that this Mounds View game and the destiny of their season is in the helm of their defense, and what their defense can do. We've seen it all night. It's tremendous up front. It's tremendous in the middle, and the secondary just flies around making plays.
4 turnovers caused already by this Mustang defense. Both turnovers have resulted in 2 of those 4 turnovers have resulted in touchdowns. Burnsville under center. They're going to hand off here to Claiborne up the middle. A short gain for Claiborne. He's going to get up to about the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain. The second down and 9. The clock ticking now under 4 minutes. Check that, under 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Blaze are going to have to pick up their tempo a little bit here as we get under 4 minutes. They also, like I mentioned, have all 3 timeouts remaining.
Those hiccups are killer. We got a penalty flag here. This likely to go against the Blaze. Going to be a motion penalty. So instead of 2nd and 8, it'll be 2nd and 13. This will get them back to the 20-yard line. It does stop the clock. 3:53 here remaining in the game. The Mustangs up 7.
We got that clock rolling quick again. Clock rolling.
Claiborne, the eye. Lone back. It's going to be a hitch route. Short gainer. Up to about the original line of scrimmage. A 5 or 6 yard catch and throw. Clock continues to run. Be 3rd down and 8 or 9 for the Blaze. 3rd down and 8 from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun now go the Blaze. Sprint out toward the sideline. Going to be passed just out of reach. Incomplete.
And hit hard. Hit very hard on the incomplete pass.
4th down and 8 from the 26 with just 3:03 remaining. What does the Blaze do here? If they don't convert, if going for it, the game is virtually over.
3:03 to go in the game.
They do have all 3 timeouts. They would have to burn them if they were to punt. This a huge play. They're going to go quads to the quarterback's right. He's empty, folks. 1-step drop. Pass is caught, but it is fumbled. Mosey Tebbitt picks up the ball. It doesn't matter anyways. We're going to call it incomplete. That's going to be the Mustangs football. With 2:54 remaining and a 7-point lead, the Mustangs are going to take over at the 26-yard line. Already in scoring position are the Mustangs. Looks like there's a Burnsville injury. That'll stop play here momentarily as the Mustangs got to be feeling good about the situation. Up 7, under 3 minutes to play. They look like they're headed to Eden Prairie, Taylor.
Yep, this could be a very long 2:54, but we have everything in the Mounds View's favor here. I'm assuming they're going to either bring in Beaver, maybe Redmond to power it up the middle and try to see if they can get one more first down to close the deal. But yes, all 3 timeouts left for the Blaze.
2 minutes and 54 seconds to go.
I love it. So, I absolutely love that 3rd down and 2 call. That is not a play that we saw that I can recall all year. Joey O'Brien sneaking out from the tight end position, straight down the center of the field, hit in stride by Stenstrom for the game to go up 7. What could be the game-winning touchdown here? It's going to be handoff now. I think that's Farm along the right-hand side. Tackled for no gain. Check that Cody Bieber up the middle for no gain. A timeout from Burnsville stops the clock at 2:47. You are right, Taylor. In between hiccups, I heard you say a lot of time left at 2:54.
It is. It's going to be a slow 2:54 with all 3 timeouts coming in. But I tell you what, one more first down. Maybe get Redmond to the edge. Maybe Beaver pushes his way through. If that happens, they will close the deal.
I really like that nifty draw play that they're running with Bieber. They sprint out to the right. Bieber draws back to the left and in the center of the field. Executed very well tonight. Executed very well last week. Could be another way in which they show pass. But keep the clock running with a run play. Looks like Sampson's going to be out. Stretched far left to Stenstrom's left. Redmond in motion. He's going to get the edge on the right-hand side. He's up the field. He's going to have a first down.
Nice run after the handoff.
There's the first down Taylor was talking about. This all the way up to about the 15-yard line. You see what a difference maker Redmond is. Not sure if Burnsville's going to use another timeout here. Check that. Redmond just short of the sticks. Just short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Looked like he had it from this vantage point. Big 3rd and 1 play here from the 17-yard line. 2 minutes. The clock is ticking.
Time to go to Beaver, Coach. Here we go. Oh, did this sneak?
And it's going to be timeout Moundsview. Just prior to the snap.
Before that play, there was timeout called by Moundsview.
So 1:59 remaining. Moundsview calls a timeout, stops the clock for the 3rd and 1 play. Grateful for all you folks that have tuned in tonight to watch a great contest here between Moundsview and Burnsville. Moundsview went up 10-0. Burnsville came back, tied it 10-10. Then the Mustangs will go up 7 and are threatening here. 3rd and 1. Stenstrom under center. He's going to hand the ball off here to Farm. It's going to be all the way up to the 10-yard line.
Nate Farm, bring in the flag.
But it looks like
they're saying the ball was loose here, Rob. Waiting for a call from the referees.
It does appear as though it's going to be first down going the other way. Burnsville turns Moundsview over. A fumble after getting the first down. Moundsview's going to cough up the football. Burnsville 1st and 10. From their own 10-yard line, they're 90 yards away with 1:52, down 7, and this game is not over.
Yes.
Wow, quite the change, quite the turn of events there. Was not expecting that. We now have Burnsville in shotgun, 3-step drop underneath, incomplete pass.
Margo's pass to the left side was incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Mr. Morgan kid who plays linebacker. Morgan, Hastings Morgan, son of
us?
Marty. Yeah, Marty Morgan. He's the son of Marty Morgan.
I don't know. For us?
Oh,
Yeah.
Rowan Morgan,
Rowan
defense.
Morgan.
Yep,
Yeah.
defensive lineman. We're just going through our defensive linemen and linebackers here, making sure we have everyone's names ready for this big final stop for the Mustangs. 1:49 left in the game. Mounds View 17, Burnsville 10.
Dressel covering in the slot nearest us. Kettlehut also covering, and this pass is going to be a hitch route complete just beyond the first down marker. That'll stop the clock out of bounds with 1:44 to be first and 10 Burnsville from the 20.
First and 10, Burnsville.
Moundsview looks like they're running a cover 3 scheme on defense. Pressure on the quarterback. He's going to complete it behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be Claiborne coming all the way across the field. He's got a couple blockers. He's caught from behind, but he's all the way up to about the 38-yard line is Claiborne.
Gets out to the 36.
That's going to be another first down for the Blaze.
Now, he was tackled inbounds, I believe, so as soon as the chains are reset, the clock will start.
So with 1:32, the clock does start back up. Burnsville out of shotgun. One-step drop. He pumps and fires. He's going to complete it just over the middle short. Moundsview arguing that the receiver was tackled inbounds at about the 45-yard line.
Ryan Tebbett tackled him inbound.
Tebbett with the tackle. It's going to be another first down play for Burnsville. 1:12. Clock will start here down to 1:10 already. Again out of shotgun is Burnsville. They're pressured. They're going to throw deep down the left-hand sideline. That's going to be picked off again by the Mustangs. Woo! Their 5th turnover.
That's Nate Farr.
Nate Farr, the safety.
Making up for the last possession.
Nate Farm, senior captain safety, picks off Burnsville. And with 1:01 remaining and just one timeout, check that, 2 timeouts for the Blaze.
Penalty against Burnsville is declined by Moundsview.
This is a big turn of events for the Mustangs. Up 7.
1 second left in the game.
A minute and 1 second remaining in the game. 2 timeouts for the Blaze, which they will use. But not a lot they can do beyond burning those 2 timeouts. Mustangs just need to hold on to the football, which is no small task given the weather tonight. It's no longer raining, but it is cold and it is wet. How about this Mustang defense? 5 turnovers, 3 here in the second half. Stenstrom under center. He's going to hand the ball off here to Redmond around the right-hand side. Redmond's going to sneak up about a 2-yard gain. And Burnsville does indeed call a timeout. 56 seconds remaining.
Out to the 25-yard line.
And it's all about ball control now. Rob holding onto the football, put both arms on the football, work your way up the middle. Let the clock play the game. So proud of these young Mustangs.
This is a huge win for this Mustangs program and for Coach Moberg. Really, it's been a great season for what is a pretty balanced team with some strong contributing juniors, some excellent leadership and play from their seniors. They are earning the right to go and play another juggernaut football program. They've knocked off a few this year, having beaten TG, having beaten Eastridge. Now they beat a South Suburban Conference foe in Burnsville. They're going to hand the ball off here. This is Sparks around the left-hand side. It's going to be tackled here for a loss. The 18-yard line with 49 seconds left. Burnsville's going to have to call their last timeout.
Out to the 19-yard line.
Which is going to give the Mustangs a great opportunity here to burn off a lot of clock on a 3rd down and 8 play. A first down would definitely seal the deal and be a great way to finish off this Burnsville team. We'll see what the Mustangs come out in and try to do here. It's actually 3rd and 14 after a loss on that last play. 3rd and 14, 49 seconds remaining from our own 18-yard line.
And assuming that we're going to try to they want to keep the clock rolling, they could come out with another run play up the middle or a draw.
No question.
Short pass is possibly in the mix, but I see us keeping on the ground here. And high school play clock, there's going to be a few seconds left after this. We're going to have to face a 4th down and complete that play or punt it.
Technically, you could take a safety.
You could.
And just run the clock out and run it out of the back of the end zone. You just don't want to cause a fumble. They're going to hand the ball off here. And Stenson's going to take it on a fake. He's going to get in. He's going to get it. All the way up to about a 1st down. He's very close. He's actually out of bounds.
Right side.
Waiting for the marker here.
Close to a 1st down.
Looked like he slid out of bounds. Was that Stenstrom?
He kept it. I just saw him come back to the side, and we'll check the replay here again. Yes, fakes 2 handoffs, and he keeps it for a 15-yard gain right to the marker. We're just waiting on the spot.
It looks like he does get just beyond the marker. It's hard to see from here if he stepped out of bounds prior to.
I have no doubt he got that 1st down. We'll wait for the spot here.
Folks, the play calling tonight has been phenomenal. That was a fantastic play call, something Burnsville has not seen on film, nor have they seen tonight. Stenstrom, whether he gets the 1st down or not, that was a heck of a play call and a great effort by the junior quarterback. They're going to measure this.
Yes, and knowing he knew where the spot was, so if the referee wasn't up by the spot, it might be tough if they don't give it to him on this.
1st down!
Mustangs! Woo! I am almost speechless, and that rarely happens, Rob. What a game, what a play, all the play calls down the stretch. That's
great
what won this
play calling,
game.
great execution. Love seeing these seniors get another opportunity to take it to a really good program next week in Eden Prairie. No more timeouts for Burnsville. This is going to be victory formation for the Mustangs. They will kneel this thing down, and this game is over. And there it is, the Mustangs 17, the Blaze 10. The ball will be spotted, the play clock will start, and it will run out on Burnsville's season. The Mustangs victorious here tonight from Mustang Stadium. In round 1 of the Minnesota State High School League 6A playoffs. The Mustangs beat the Blaze and earn the right to go to Eden Prairie and take on the Eagles next week. Unfortunately, we will not be able to bring you that game. There are some restrictions on streaming during the sectional playoffs. We took the risk to bring you the game tonight. We won't be able to bring you the game next week. Please head out to Eden Prairie. Support your Mustangs. This is a heck of a team. A heck of a program. We're super proud of these kids. Very proud of this program. This was an excellent game tonight. In every facet of the game, we had a 41-yard field goal. We had 5 turnovers from the defense. We had great play calling and great execution by the offense, and all around fantastic performance from this Mustang offense, this Mustang team. What a win, what a game.
Oh, what a game, what a season so far, but only a season that's to be continued as they continue next week. Thank you for tuning in. All of our, I know, hundreds if not thousands of viewers. Enjoy your night.